Alright, so here's the DeLonghi Magnifica Start. The model is ECAM220 80SB. There's different model has different drink options, so make sure you pick up the right one. We're gonna first go through the setup process. It's really not that complicated. So first, just plug in the machine and then press the power button. Now at the top we have this icon that just appeared. This means that the machine needs water, so let's fill it up. So the water tank is located on the right side. Just pull it out. At this point, we might just as well install the water filter, well, water softener. So this is an ongoing cost and it will need to be replaced every 2 months. I looked it up, it's between $20 to $25. At the top, we have a dial, and behind this, we have the month of the year. Basically, you want to turn this to face the next month so that you have a reminder for when to change this. The machine doesn't do anything with this. This is just for you. To activate the water filter, you just need to pour water inside this hole until the water comes out of these smaller holes, and you want to keep pouring for at least 1 minute. Once that is done, you can set it aside, grab the water tank, and then just rinse it. Make sure that it's clean. Afterward, just fill up the water to the maximum line, and then grab the water filter, put it inside and tilt it so all the air bubble comes out. It will want to float, so just keep it down. And then once that is done, just grab it and then just insert it inside the hole at the back right here, and just need to push it down. So at this point you notice that the filter is settled down there, but it's still wobbling. So I think that's normal. Once you have the lid on top, it will be stabilized. So if you look at the lid, there's this little circle, and this would just help hold the filter in place. So now just insert the water tank filled with water back inside the machine. There's a rail at the bottom and at the top. Just align yourself properly and it will go in very easily. I'm not very well aligned here, so I'm going to do it again. As soon as the water tank is inserted, the icon on top disappear and the one at the bottom start blinking. So just tap on it and then it will start loading the water in the machine. The first time it's going to make tons of noise. At this point, we will start loading the machine with coffee. So the coffee compartment is located at the back. Underneath this door is a funnel, and this is for pre-ground coffee. So there's a spoon that comes with the machine, and you want to put exactly 1 scoop in there, and there's a lot of drinks that you cannot get with the pre-ground coffee type. At the back is where you put the beans. So there's a plastic shroud that prevents the bean from jamming. So all you have to do is just spread your bean all over. So I'm going to do it now. So I'm not going to put a lot because once you put the beans inside the machine, you won't be able to remove them. And I like to switch between decaf and normal coffee. And then last step, we're going to put a cup right here. Just grab the spout and bring it down so it doesn't splash. And then it also says that you will get a creamier coffee. And then we're just going to press the coffee button. You can also select the intensity of the coffee using this button right here. The machine has 3 levels and right now I am at the lowest. Alright, so while our cup is filling up, let's look at the other buttons on this control panel. So this is the gear and 2x. So the gear is for the settings, so that's a long press. 2x is 2x the amount of coffee. It only works with the coffee settings. Next to it is our descale button. So the machine will tell you when a descale is required. A product needs to be purchased for this. It costs around $37, $38 and it's going to be good enough for 5 descale cycle. And lastly, we have the clean button. So this function is often used after making a milk-based drink such as a cappuccino or a macchiato. So that was the basic setup. We need to do a bit more to maintain the long-term reliability of this machine. So this strip here is used to measure the hardness of the water. So for this you will require a small cup or glass of water. Remove the strip from this packaging and you're going to have to immerse the strip inside the water for 1 second take it off, shake it to remove the excess water, and then you have to wait for 1 minute to see how many of these square turns red. Alright, so let's do it. So here's my cup of water. Alright, so now I just have to immerse it for 1 second. So there you go. Take it out, shake the excess water. Now we just need to wait for 1 minute. So 1 minute has passed and nothing happened. So I looked up the city water supply, and it says that where I am, the water is already considered very soft, and on top of it I'm using filtered water, so maybe that's why I'm not getting anything. But just as a reminder, you only get one of these strips, so if you screw it up, you have to go buy your own. Alright, so now to set the water hardness, I'm going to use this diagram. It's going to be easier. So first, long press on the gear 2X for a couple of seconds. Afterward, tap on the third icon at the top here. This is on mine, it says Espresso. Afterward, use the coffee intensity selection to set the number of red square you have. Afterward, confirm with the Espresso or third button again, and then you can just tap on the gear to exit the settings screen. So last thing, notice that these two functions are not available. This is because you require the milk carafe. So remove this water spout, and then you have to fill up this milk carafe. So just twist to open, fill this up with milk, place this back in there, twist to lock again. This part goes inside the machine, this part here goes in the cup. So let me fill it up with milk, and here it is. I don't have any milk, so this is soy milk, which is supposed to be fine. I'm just going to insert this inside this, I'm not sure what this is called. So notice that these two functions are now lit up, and I'm going to place my cup underneath, bring this spout down, also lean this one to the proper angle. And now let's make a cappuccino. Overall, it's a fantastic machine, makes very good coffee. Obviously, it's going to depend a lot on the beans that is being used, but the one that I got is amazing, and to be honest, it tastes even better than the one I got at the coffee shop. So cleaning is also very simple. Just need to remove the tray. All the grounds is located in a compartment at the back. You also have the self-cleaning function. Descaling is also very simple, so you just need to add the product to the water tank to I think 100 milliliter, then add 1 liter of water, start the descaling, and then there's a 2 or 3 rinse cycle. I think it's actually 2 rinse cycle. So it's a very easy machine to use. It was a bit scary at first, but there's no reason to be scared. It's just a very easy machine to use. The only thing I would like for this type of machine to have is maybe 2 compartments for different type of beans, so that way I can have regular coffee in the morning and a couple of cups of decaf during the evening. So other than that, it's a really, really good choice. Hopefully this is helping you out. Thank you very much for watching.
I just want to quickly show you the DeLonghi espresso machine. I'll remove the cup here, and to start out, I rinsed out, right here's the water reservoir, and there you get an indicator to telling you that you have removed it. So I rinsed this out and I filled it up, and then we'll pop it back in, we're good to go. And then back here, I placed some beans in. We're just going to remove the top here, and then there's some beans. You can adjust the fineness or the coarseness of the grinds depending on what you like. And then before I put the lid back on, right here is if you already have some pre-ground coffee beans. You can just say, because these are espresso beans in here, so let's say I want to try my flavored coffee, I would put it back here. So we'll put the lid back on. And then in order to get the machine cleaned out, when you first boot it up, You can, it told you to use a large container, but this cup would have been fine. And once the water goes through, the settings button will flash and you push it and then you prime it and you get the water inside. But then what happens is the water actually, some of it disperses and it'll go down. I use a container, but a cup would have been suffice. And then after that was done, then I did espresso, and I'm gonna make one right now. And I did 3 espressos, and then I dumped them out. And then after the 4th one, you should be ready to drink it. So here we go. I'm gonna go espresso. And you can bring this down, which I'm going to, so it doesn't splash. And there we go. Here's our espresso. And it's all done. All right, this might not look exciting because I'm using my Pyrex, but I want to get a good measurement. So we've got 100 mils here, and we're going to stick it under the steamer. Then I'm going to hit the steam button. Now we're going to wait for it to indicate that I can turn the steamer on.
How do you know?
You'll see. Don't spoil the movie. There we go. Now it's ready to go. So now you just turn this little knob here, and then I stop it when I want. Now I went a little bit crazy last time, and I made probably a little bit too much froth, so I was afraid when I made my drink how much froth I made, but let's see how this goes. So again, you're in control. You can decide. I could stop it right now if I wanted to. I'm gonna go a little bit more. And what's really convenient is when I pull it away, you will see that there will be some milk that drips, but it'll fall directly beneath into the drip tray, so you don't have to worry about having a mess on your counter. So I think that's gonna be good enough for me for now. Again, I could just keep letting this go. So now I'm gonna turn it off. There we go. And now we're gonna pour this into my coffee. Well, my coffee cup. Look at that nice foam. Okay. And then now I'm gonna put my espresso in there. I'm gonna bring this down. Espresso. And while this is going, you can see that all the milk is dripping, like I said, right into the tray, which is awesome. And there we go, look at the layers. Now, I did cheat a little bit on this mixture. It's not just milk. We have some flavored creamer, so I put just a little bit, probably like a tablespoon worth inside, just to give us, because we like our flavored coffee. So here it is, and I do want to quickly show you when I was talking about the tray. So right there's a little indicator. So because you get a lot of drippage and whatnot that goes into here, that little red indicator will raise up when it's telling you that it's time to change it. And also, if I pull this open, and here's an indicator letting you know that it's been opened, and then ta-da, it shows you all the brews that we've brewed with the machine so far. So that you will have to clean out.
Can I check and see if it's messy inside?
Absolutely.
Because
I'm gonna move this out of the way.
Our DeLonghi coffee maker gets really messy inside, and let me just, oh, it's clean. I do feel a little bit of wetness though, so Probably because we just used it, but not too shabby
Right.
for now.
Put this back in. Again, once this closes, there's the indicator, and we're good to go. So when it comes to cleaning, you can take this off, and you can pull this off. And it gets very sticky with the milk or cream that you use. So you definitely have to take this off to clean it. And it's just a little bit of fidgeting around to get it in the right spot. And same with this. Even if you went to put it on the wrong side, you'll figure it out. It doesn't fit, and then it just twists, turns, locks, and that's it. You're ready to go. So we're gonna quickly show you some of the maintenance that you can do with the machine. And so I'm gonna gently pull this apart.
That's the water reservoir.
Yep. Don't pull it too fast or you're gonna spill water all over the place. And then right here you get a little service door, and then you just open it up. And then this is called the brew group. And so you just pushed it together, and here's the whole unit. And there you can see where there's a little bit of debris or whatever you want to call it. And so you would just rinse this under the tap, and then do not dry it with anything. Just let it drip dry. And then, yeah, you can place this back in. So if I remember, it's probably like once a month that you have to do this. I mean, depending on usage, right? But yeah, that's it. And then just slide the water container back in. Accessories that come with your unit. So right here, this little guy here is a water tester. We did not open this one up because we've actually already tested our water for one of our other coffee machines. So here's your water tester that you will need so you can set up your coffee machine. And then here's your scooper, which again, I mentioned earlier. This is where you put your pre-ground coffee up in here. So you can use your scooper that they do provide, which is awesome. And then here's your descaler solution. And that will, the machine will let you know when you need to use it. So the little indicator there, and then just read your manual and it'll tell you how to descale your machine. So far, my wife and I are really enjoying this DeLonghi Espresso machine. It's got a lot of the features that we're looking for in a machine, and it does have a few shortcomings, but overall, I would recommend it.
And this just slides right in. Now, one thing I'm not crazy about in this machine is that the lattes are really small. I'm used to drinking venti lattes, and this one, even though it allows you to fill in this much milk, it'll only make like half of it for a latte. And before you can make a second latte, you actually have to clean the system. You have to run it through the cleaning process. I can't make 2 lattes in a row. I have to make a latte. It needs to clean itself, and then I can make my other latte. So the coffee beans are dropped up here, and so you just drop them at the top hole. The water tank is right here. It's a nice size. It'll make a few. It's got a water softener. So I'm gonna, if I hit ×2, it only gives you the option for espresso. I wish it gave you ×2 and then latte, but it doesn't. Okay. So you can see that the light where it says clean is blinking. But if I don't want to clean it yet because I want another latte, if I go back and I hit latte, it's saying clean. So I'm going to clean it. And so now I either settle for my 1/2 cup latte, well, maybe 3/4, or I go back in, and this time I'm going to say cappuccino. So for me, in order to get 1 full cup of coffee or latte, I actually have to run the machine for 1 latte and 1 cappuccino, and then I end up with 1 of my cups of actual coffee to drink. Now I have this light here. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, it probably means I need to put more coffee grounds in there. I hope that's what it means, because nope, there's plenty of coffee grounds. Well, I'll have to go to the manual to see what that means, because I have no clue. All right, so apparently the grounds container needs emptying. I mean, it's not even that full, but all right. Gonna empty it and see if it fixes. I'll rinse that out later. I just want to see if this is gonna take care of that issue, because I want it. Let's see. Well, I guess that's what it was. So I gotta clean this guy. And you know what? I'm going to clean it again, just for good measure. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here today to give a review of the Magnifica Start from DeLonghi espresso machine. What I have here, it's part of their Magnifica Start, Magnifica line of espresso machines. The one I have here is this, again, the Start model without the foaming auto foamer. So yeah, I'll show you that it's actually really quite easy, even without the auto to froth your milk. So a couple things. I already have my my whole beans in the back here. I've got it kind of dialed in now to the settings that I like. I've got my water tank over here on the side. It just kind of slides in and out. And what's nice is that you can access the portafilter area in the back here. I'm not gonna fully expose it here or pull it out right now, but it's really easy to do, to just, if there's problems, any pucks that get stuck there, you can access it rather easily. So all right, let's go through. I've got here, I'm gonna make an espresso. I've already got my settings to the most intense. That's the way I like it. It's nice, quick, and easy. And yeah, this is a system that pretty much anybody could operate. On this one, you've got the espresso, you've got the coffee, Americano settings, as you can see. And here we go. It pours the auto. You can adjust how much it delivers, but the auto default for the espresso is 1.35 ounces. I'm forgetting what that is in milliliters. But yeah, to froth, I'm just going to click the steam here. I've got my milk. Let's see here. How am I going to do this? Just turn that little dial. And away we go. And it will be done in a matter of a few seconds. I don't see why you necessarily need the auto frother, but if you like to, that's fine too. So I hope that helps. It's really a quick, simple espresso or latte, cappuccino. So very happy.
This is a review of the DeLonghi Magnifica Start Espresso Maker. It is a bean-to-cup coffee maker. Right now it's going through its flush cycle and it's just cleaning the lines for when you make your cup of coffee. The operation is quite simple. You can have pre-grind in here, coffee, or else if you want to use your own beans, the beans go in here, and here's where you set your grind level. It will grind and tamp and measure the beans for you. The coffee that it makes, it's really good, and you get really good crema. Operation is very simple. You've got steam, espresso, coffee, Americano. This is how dark you want it. So I'm just going to make a cup of Americano. As you can see, this machine is not quiet. The water is just heating up right now. Here's the steam button, and this is the steam knob to turn the steam on and off. And we have coffee magic. Look at that crema. have it. All right, now that you've successfully made your cup of coffee, you can just clear the grinds from there.
You attach it to the water and it makes ice. Well, we're fine. We got plenty of ice. We have plenty of ice. If we have a party, we just light All right, come on.
This is our Magnifica by DeLonghi. We had one overseas, and this is a newer model. And the other one had some challenges, but we thought it was good enough to buy another one. And this one has refined all the details that might have been not so good or shortcomings that the original had. Specifically the Cappuccino unit here, which gives a really good milk frothing. Simply put your milk in there and turn it on, hit Cappuccino, and it does it all for you. The coffee has the different strengths, and obviously it can provide you hot water if you want to. Espresso when you need it as well. All you got to do is load the top with coffee. You hit the buttons, and it'll go through the water depot here and go self-cleaning. Now, the water depot has enough for, I don't know, 7 cups or so. But the fact is, because all the self-cleaning it does, you end up refilling this carafe quite a bit. That's just the cost of doing business with these single units. Anyway, perfect cups of coffee, very strong the way I like them, but it can moderate down to very, very, I call it weak. Anyway, perfect, well worth the price, and we would buy again. Oh, as far as cleaning is concerned, the coffee will drop down in here, which we like to put those in the garden because it helps with the soil. And then, of course, here is water that you can just let go down from the cleaning. But what we like to do is put a cup in here to catch the self-cleaning water. It'd be easier. Anyway, there it is. I recommend it 100%.